Good evening. My name is Regina Corbett, and I'm here to talk about my son Michael and my family. We are a family that is very close, and we've tried everything to help Michael. See, Michael is a inmate at Phillips State Prison in Georgia. He is accused and has been wrongfully convicted of a crime he didn't commit regarding his son Mikey. Mikey was only 8 months old when he passed away. We have gone through so much with Michael and Mikey. I wait for the day for him to come home to be with his family. I know Mikey won't be able to, but I'm still hoping that things will work great for Mike. Years ago, my son graduated from a high school in North Carolina, and he went into the service because we decided he either had a choice to go into the service or to go to school, and he decided to go to the service. Well, he did his tours and things, and he went to Saudi Arabia in 92, and he returned back at that time. He was stationed in Savannah, Georgia, where he later conceived a child with his wife, and the child was born in 1993. Well, as time is going on, the baby got really sick, and they kept taking him back and forth to the doctor. No one could figure out what was going on with the child. In that time, when that was done, the child got sicker, and at the end, he got to a point where nobody, as I said before, the pediatricians and the people that were in the medical profession at the time could figure out what was going on with him. At the time, on October the 20th, that was the day that Mikey's life ended, and my son was accused of hurting Mikey and killing him. We had an attorney and all those things that needed to be done through the justice system, but nothing availed. At the end, my son was convicted of killing his son in 1994. Since then, I have tried everything possible to help my son, to help Mikey, to see what actually went on. All doors have been turned to me, not for me, but against me. The first thing that I said to the attorney that I used, I said maybe the baby got sick because of the Desert Storm syndrome. And they told me at the time that the child, they couldn't do anything about that because, number one, nothing was done. Well, by the time that things had started to be diagnosed with the soldiers and their families and whatever, it was too late for Mikey, and definitely too late for my son, because those studies started in 1995, 96, and therefore Mikey wouldn't have fallen under that time zone, and neither would Mike, because number one, Mike was already convicted of a crime he didn't do, and Mikey was deceased at the time, and nobody took any action to see what was actually wrong. Ever since then, I have tried to no avail to see if someone will listen to me. When the coroner did his information, the information was incorrect. He said the baby was not circumcised, and he was. They said the baby was DOA when he got to the hospital, and he was not. He was still alive. There are pictures that have come up during that time that shows the baby being in a onesie, and when he left that apartment at that time, he left in a diaper and a pair of socks. So I was told that those pictures appeared in the courtroom, outside the courtroom in fact, and that the child had on an outfit that was for him to be prepared to be buried in. Therefore, they did some false information on the baby, and since then, those records that I'm trying to attain have been sealed. What I'm asking for is anyone that can possibly help me to clear my son, and maybe to help other military families that are going through the same thing that I'm going through. If you can help me, please get in contact with me. You can get in contact with my daughter, Mia Corbett, P.O. Box 31943, Raleigh, North Carolina, 27622. If you know of anyone that can help us, because I really need for someone to look at our bloodstained slides to tell me actually if there was a mutation in the baby's body that would have caused his death. I feel in my heart of hearts that my son did not do it, because when I see my son on Mother's Day and all the other days, it's like where he is, he's there. But in his heart, he wants to be home, and I need for him to be home because He is my child, and I'm sure there are other people, children are in the same situation. Again, my name is Regina Corbett, and I thank you for your time, and have a great evening. Thank you.